Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I'm in the thumb of Michigan, and the thumb. And I like to do videos on canning and vintage recipe and cooking and baking and just life here in our little bit of, we have a few acres in the country and we just really enjoy it. And also I'm semi-retired, so how I'm getting through this stage of life where I work part-time, but I have time off, and how I stay connected. So trying to be thrifty and thrive. Today I am making Crockpot Lasagna, and when I mentioned that on my menu plan video, people said they'd like to see a video. And it's super simple, super easy. It uses jarred Alfredo sauce. This is probably more, so I'll have some of this left over for something else. It used jarred or home canned spaghetti sauce. And it calls for a small can of tomato sauce. I only have this size, so I'll save the rest. And it's pretty easy. I adjust it based on what we have in the house and what I feel like doing. If I want to jazz it up some or not. But my husband always loves it. The leftovers are great. And it's super easy. I think today I'm going to be processing some tomatoes. So I'll get this on going, and then I can focus on my canning project. Come along, let's make Crockpot Lasagna. I am going to be using venison, but I've made it with ground beef a lot of times too. I put some olive oil in the pan to heat up, and then I will add my pound of meat. I have about a quarter of a large onion, third of a large onion. I have chopped up, I have 2 cloves of garlic minced. I have Italian seasoning, I have garlic powder, salt and pepper, and then I will add, once that's all cooked and browned, I will add in the sauce. Pinch of salt. Some black pepper. You can add red pepper flakes if you like. My husband doesn't like, so I don't. And I like to add Italian seasoning when I'm browning my meat so that the meat has the flavor. And it already smells good. So I'm just going to break this up some, let it start to brown. A little frozen there in the very middle still, that's okay. So I'm going to let it sit, and then I will come back in just a couple minutes and break it up more and stir it. Okay, I'm going to flip it, break it up some more. I like some bite to my meat. I don't want it, for this I don't want it extremely small. Okay, so it's starting to get there. I'm going to add my onion now. And this is optional. I think the original directions didn't call for onion, but I usually always add it. So, and I'm making spaghetti sauce. And the garlic. All mixed up. And I'm going to let it sit again. I'm going to put some more garlic powder. Give it a stir. As you can see, there really isn't any grease to drain. Using venison is like using really lean ground beef. I just want the onions to be tender and translucent.
and then I will add the sauce. Okay, it is looking good. I'm going to turn the heat down. Open my jar of sauce. You want like a 24 to 26 ounce, but I have done bigger and just not used tomato sauce then. I'll turn this down to a simmer just for a few minutes. I start getting everything else ready. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in this jar and shake it up and add that. I also add extra Italian seasoning to my sauce. That's optional. So I'm going to let those flavors mingle a little, just hang out there. Okay, a little bit of water. Get that jar clean. And this is the most complicated part of this whole recipe, getting the sauce ready. And this is, you know, a cheater way, if you will. You know, it's not starting from scratch, making the sauce from scratch. I do that sometimes, but that is a long labor of love. This is I'm busy today, I'm doing other things, but we still want lasagna, a nice, comforting, good meal. My kids always loved it. So I'm gonna get things set up to start putting it together in the crock pot. Okay, we are ready to get it together. I just turned the stove off. I'm gonna spray my crock pot. I don't use a liner, but you can use a liner. We're gonna cover the bottom with tomato sauce. Now I think the original directions said to put some of the spaghetti sauce in there and the rest in with the meat, and I don't mix it separate. It just seemed like too much work. Extra steps. So I just put some Italian seasoning and garlic. Stir it up. And I add a little more, just to make sure that that does get flavored. You can use the no-boil noodles for this. That's what the original directions called for. They said they set up firmer. I bought them. They're hard to get up here, and I don't see that much of a difference. So we're gonna break 3 noodles into fitting on the bottom. And there we go. That's the first layer of noodles. Then we're gonna put some of the Alfredo. And I put the shaky kind of Parmesan cheese. Just sprinkle some of that on it. And then the sauce, we want it to go in thirds. And I can tell you, I have used a larger crock pot and doubled this, like when we're having a family gathering, and it worked out great. So now we're gonna put the sauce And then we repeat. More Alfredo, and there's only 2 layers of the Alfredo. So like this is a larger jar, but I'm using like all of it. There'll be some left over for the bread, a little bit. And I'm gonna spread this out. I forgot cheese. I forgot the cheese. Okay, well, the bottom layer doesn't have the mozzarella. We have mozzarella now. We'll add some more. Sometimes I get talking on the videos and then I do that. This is one I can't back up and take it apart. That would be funky. Okay, we're gonna put more cheese. It calls for 2 noodles for this layer. I always just still do the 3. Now the rest of the sauce. Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna set it on high to cook in 4 hours. And I'll come back and check it, and I'll add the rest of the cheese. There's just a little bit left. I will add that. And I took the easy way out today. I didn't grate my own cheese. Usually I do, but this was on sale and I grabbed it a while ago. I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna do my dishes. And let this just rock and roll for the afternoon. Before I go to serve it, I will add on the other cheese. The longest part is making the sauce on the stove, but you don't have to add the things I added. You can make it very simple. I just like adding that stuff. Okay, it has been cooking for about 2 hours. Just switched it to low. I'm gonna put some more Parmesan cheese and add the rest of the mozzarella cheese on top. Now I'll put the lid back on and just let it continue to cook. Okay, I've turned it down to just keeping it warm so that it isn't bubbling, and Missy's having anxiety yawns for dinner. It's her dinner time. Anyway, I'm gonna let it sit on warm until Jim comes home, and it will be easier to scoop up then. But this is what it looks like. Okay, my husband took his. Steamy. Might be a little creamier than usual because of the larger jar of Alfredo, but I don't think that's going to be a complaint. Okay, here is some. And I made garlic bread using a baguette I had froze. I cut the baguette in half. There's only 2 of us. That's what's left for me. Here is the lasagna.
It's really good. The layers are in there. The cheese, the creaminess, the pasta sauce. It's just really good. And if you use the no-bake noodles, they stay a little firmer. These aren't bad at all, but they're softer. They're not al dente. So it's just your own preference. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna go eat dinner. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.